Alright, I seem to not be doing very good at making a video today, so I think I'll just solve this little tiny mini cube, which will be really hard since I always pull it away from the camera. So, what was I thinking about earlier today? I don't remember. Yeah, this thing, I saw it like online. I think it was at Amazon. On the screen, it looked like a pretty high quality little cube. It's definitely little, I can tell you that much, but it's not quite as high quality as it appeared to be on the computer screen, but it isn't bad. And that's the thing, like some of them that were even smaller than this were pretty expensive. This one, as far as cubes went, wasn't expensive. So I wasn't super shocked when it didn't end up being as good as I thought it was going to be. That just happens sometimes. So when you are good and price your products within the frame of what's expected for something, you can get away with something not looking as good as, or not being as good as it appeared to be in the advertisement. Because I had no desire to send this back. I did want a little cube. I thought maybe it would turn a little easier, but guess I was hoping for too much. Alright. You can see this is way slower than the normal cube because it's really, really small and it doesn't turn as well either. So it takes a lot longer to solve it. That's supposed to be over here. So the other day I was prepared to get some stuff done and the internet went out. But that was okay because I happen to have a lot of good books in this house, and it made me think of two things. One, so long as you do everything you can in your power to be prepared for something, then it'll probably work out reasonably okay. Like, you can't control everything, but if you control as much of what you can control, in a lot of situations, things are going to work out pretty good. Like they did for me that day. I still had all that stuff set aside that I could work with later when I did have access to the computer. As well, at that direct time, I had a number of good books in the house to read, so I could still use my time productively. So that's what I'm saying about doing your part and controlling what you can control. Alright, so I got my two bottom layers there now. My next victim, I got this thing right here. Alright. Gosh, what else was I thinking? I can't remember. You like my shirt? It's like insanely wrinkled. If it was like National Wear a Wrinkled Shirt Day, I would be so prepared. But I don't think such a holiday exists. Goodness. Yeah, I had like no creativity today. There were a number of things I wanted to try to do a video on, and all of them went south. I couldn't even do like a simple book review properly. It was craziness. So that's why I went with the old default here. Play with the dumb little cube, because that's a lot more mindless. Gosh, I tell you, these little things. I think part of it, of course, is that it's so small, it's just challenging to control it properly, but it also doesn't turn as well. It is okay, though. Alright. there you go. Bunch of rambling, incoherent nonsense as I solve a very, very tiny cube. Look at the size of this thing, man. It's tiny. Compare it to my head. It's a mini cube. Alright, enough nonsense.